Without her help, this show wouldn't be possible. I wouldn't be able to teach. These four awesome poets wouldn't be able to drop words for you. I'm so happy to be here. I'm not going to cry. I cried yesterday. Well, you should have seen me yesterday. So these next four poets, I'm just going to introduce them. Paul, Vitaly, get on the mic. Oh.
And I was taught never to lay hands on a woman, but hitting a man was okay and necessary sometimes, but this was something I couldn't understand since I was born with broken bones. And from the top of the stairs, looking over the banister in fear, we three kings, we siblings in diapers and footies, shouted in a harmony of harmonious harmonics, "Leave mommy alone!" And you did. But you didn't stop. You turned. And your hands over and over, contorted and broken and scarred. Was it my blood or was it yours? But it didn't matter because it was always ours. And I curled into a 6-year-old ball, and the wounds became scars, and the scars became my armor. I was armor-plated. With an armor-plated heart, and an armor-plated soul, and an armor-plated light that shot through the metasphere with college degrees and awards and top of your class, and came plummeting down just as fast behind bars and tangled in red tape, jobs lost. You're fired. Get the fuck out. In relationships, honey, it's not you, it's me. Get the fuck out. My young boys, fresh and new at 8 years old. Even though they weren't idle, they became the devil's plaything. And fingers curled, and the thumbs tightened, and smashed that G.I. Joe with a kung fu grip into 50 fragments, and one after the other, in a succession of successful successes, landing over and over with blood and with broken bone. My hands found that this was the only thing that they could control. And my hands, still fresh, but scarred, grew to 13 years, and even though they were not idle, they became the devil's plaything, and fingers curled, and thumbs tightened, and hurled themselves against the wall, one after the other, in a succession of successful successes, landing over and over with blood and with broken bones. My hands found that this was the only thing that they could control, and my hands grew to 16 years. Now, contorted and scarred, and even though they were not idle, they became the devil's plaything. Once again, the fingers curled and the thumbs tightened and hurled themselves at you, one after the other, in a succession of successful successes, landing over and over with blood and broken bone, and hands found that this was the only thing that they could control. And my hands, they grew to 27 years, now contorted and scarred, and even though they were not idle, they again became the devil's plaything, and the fingers curled and the thumbs tightened, and when she arrived, she brought him into the world, and that little boy looked up to me, and I placed my hands on him, and I said,